Your purpose in life is defined for you in the giftings you receive. God does not place vision inside of you without making a place for you to exercise your faith.
Elijah's great. He's inspirational.
I love that he's like true to who he is. Definitely true to himself.
Getting into a whole nother level of Elijah. I leveled up from Goku to Super Saiyan Goku. Yeah! Kamehameha!
Gotta be a lion now, man. Gotta be a lion. Gotta go hunt. That's all I needed, man. Just that confidence, and now I'm ready to go.
Everything has been amazing, honestly. Like Elijah, RJ, Cassie, they just know what they're doing. They care so much, and you just feel that.
We're building an army. We're going to war against the people that don't do this right. I don't want you to go out there and fall on your face. You're going to. We all do. I want to eliminate the amount of times you have to go out there and do it wrong.
This is a relationship building job.
If you're on the fence about attending, please attend. You'll be glad you did, and it'll totally improve your business, help you get started in the business, but you have to be prepared to work.
Don't sleep on it. You know, if you're out there and you kind of thinking about it, just go ahead and do it.
You will not regret it. You'll love it.
Hello?
Hello, this is RJ Bates, the person that was texting you about your property on Reading Street.
Yes. Hi, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
Good. How did you know that I was interested or thinking about selling?
Well, I didn't know specifically. It was kind of just an off chance that you might be, because you've got a different mailing address than this property, so it kind of makes you what we call an absentee owner, just that it's not your personal residence. And so it's kind of what I do for marketing, just reach out and see, hey, do you want to sell it, or are you in love with it, or, you know, where are you at?
No, actually, I really want to, it gives me good yield, to be honest with you, but I just don't want to deal with it.
Gotcha.
Especially when the tenant has a toilet issue that she doesn't report to me, and they try to fix it themselves, and now the situation has just got bad. Thank God we were able to go in there and do some stopgap, but I need her out so we can finish, you know, the complete repairs. So it's just situations like that to just turn you off from just having to deal with that.
Oh yeah, we call that tenants and toilets. That's the main reason why people that own rental properties want to sell their properties. It's crazy that one little thing in a house like a toilet could be such a problem, but
it became a huge problem because for 6 months she didn't report it, and now it seeks through. So the toilet is literally above the kitchen, so now it's stuff coming through the ceiling of the kitchen. It's damaged the counter. So to be honest with you, it's times like these that I just want to say seriously, like, what are you thinking?
Oh yeah, I can.
And when you hold on to their security deposit, they say, well, you were unreasonable because it was a toilet problem. And I'm saying, then that's fine. If it's a toilet problem, I know I'm responsible. I'll be happy to fix. But if you don't tell me for 6 months and then try to fix it yourself, I'm not giving you your money back. So let's go to court.
No, that actually, I don't know what kind of lease agreement you have, but sometimes our leases have in there that they have to report an issue with the property within, I think it's like 48 to 72 hours, you know?
Right. So something similar is in the lease. I have several parts there, and it also specifically talks about notifying me about it and not having people who don't know what they're doing try to fix it.
Right.
So all of those things, and I'm not trying to take somebody's security deposit. It's COVID time and all that. But now, if I just had to fix the toilet problem, it would have been X.
Right.
But now I have to fix toilet problem, a roofing problem, and cabinets, because now the whole area was so soaked and saturated with all that stuff coming down that all of that repairs have to be done.
Right.
So how much you need to make me an offer? You know what the comps are.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking up right now. I'm trying to find comps. I'm trying to find other properties that are a row house like this.
So that's unique.
Yeah.
Because, but it's a lovely. I love the house itself. sometimes the challenge could be because there's no parking. I mean, my girlfriend of mine was trying to get me to go into Airbnb, and I'm like, I just don't even want to be bothered. That's just where I am.
Right.
Don't.
Okay, give me 2 seconds here. Did you have an asking price in mind, or were you guys thinking about selling, or where were you at as far as the timeline goes?
So it's amazing because if you go out there on Zillow, you can see what the inside of the house looks like. There are a couple pictures out there on Zillow. And I've been watching what Zillow has been saying, and I've just seen the numbers decline. It started off like at 99, and I think the last time I checked it was like at 83 or something like that. That's what Zillow said.
Right.
So I'm just saying to you, you make me an offer and let me think about it.
So the only property that is sold in that little strip of row houses was 50 Reading Street. And it was basically the exact same floor plan, 3-bed, 1-bath, 1,280 square feet. It sold for $50,000, but it needed everything.
Right.
It had no flooring. It obviously needed paint and stuff like that. So your property is in better condition than that, right?
And it would have been, I would have said to you, it was in good condition if I didn't have to fix the toilet situation and that to put in new counters, and I'm just going to take out all the counters, put new counters in. So that's just a little work that's going to be done. And I'm hoping that can be done like in a week to 10 days. So mine is in way better condition, nice hardwood floors, good windows. Everything was changed out when I bought it however many years ago. Everything pretty much is solid in there. So
has the toilet situation, like the plumbing issue, has that been fixed?
So the leak. So what happened was she had a toilet in there that was an old toilet. So I upgraded the toilet, and apparently, based on the spacing in there was very tight. The guy that installed the toilet does work for me all the time. Put the toilet down in securely. Something happened and the toilet shifted. Instead of them reporting to me that there was something going on with the toilet, she had her boyfriend go by that sealing thing, and they sealed around the toilet, but it wasn't secured. It wasn't bolted down securely. So stuff was happening. So I have since sent somebody in there that went and did the work. So that's no longer happening. But because they were still in the property, we couldn't do the repairs because it's COVID time, and they were home all the time, that they would have had to come out of the house for us to really be able to get in and resolve the whole thing. So I think the whole thing of the leaking with the toilet is resolved, but we still need to go in there and finish fixing and finish the roof, the ceiling and stuff, because it was months of leak. So there was leak from, I'm assuming, the toilet that was going on in there. So all of that flooring is going to have to be changed out.
Gotcha. So when you say the roof, you're not talking about the exterior roof. You're talking about the ceiling.
The interior, the
Gotcha.
ceiling. I'm sorry,
Okay.
The ceiling.
Gotcha.
The ceiling.
Okay.
So yeah, so that shouldn't be too much of a lift in terms of what needs to be done. And like I said, that's the only problem. Everything else is pretty solid. And I heard that house across the way that sold for $50,000. I hear the guy spent another like $50,000 or $60,000. He spent like mad money because he had to, like you said, he had to do everything.
Right. Yeah, I was looking at that. It was that person, is that an owner occupant? Is that an investor?
No, I think it was an investor. It's funny because the guy that owns the one next to me, I don't even know which direction. I'm 51, so he would have been 49. 49 was trying to buy that house because he was the one that told me about it. And I think they started at 20-something thousand and they went into a bidding war.
Oh,
so
geez.
that's why the price went up so much. But I hear it's fabulous inside now.
Gotcha. Man, this is so rare that I can't find anything comparable to this property. It's really frustrating for me. Normally by this point I can say, you know, here's where my offer is going to be, but I'm really struggling finding something that is comparable outside of that. I mean, just it sounds like it was a good rental up until this point. You were getting $12.25 a month. I mean, just throwing a number out there, I would probably want to be somewhere in the $65,000 to $70,000 range. Does that sound anywhere close to where you would want to be?
If I just didn't want to do the work, let's say I said to you, okay, I'm not going to do the repairs to the ceiling and you just get it as is, I would say, okay. Because I just don't want to be bothered, I would say, I would say, okay, I'd take 70 for it if I didn't have to do all of that. But I'm going to have to still fix the stuff. It's still not going to cost, I don't think it's going to cost me $5,000 to fix, to be honest with you.
It's just the time and energy and everything. Yeah.
And then I just really, like I tell you, I really just don't want to be bothered.
No, I completely understand. All right, well let's do it. Let's do 70,000 and I'll just buy it as is, as long as it's vacant. I want to make sure that tenant is gone.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. Sounds like a plan.
All right. So can you text me your email address and I will send you over the agreement right now so we can open escrow?
Okay. All right.
All right. I'll send that over to you probably in the next 10, 15 minutes. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.